welcome back to my channel. Let's make it possible. In today's video I'm going to explain you nutrition in plants, which is your first chapter of class 7. In my previous video I have explained you autotrophic nutrition. So what actually you mean by heterotrophic nutrition? It is a type of nutrition in which organism depends directly or indirectly over plants for fulfilling their food requirements. For example, like we eat spinach, like we eat plant directly, but we also eat meat which depends on plant for their food requirement. So directly as well as indirectly we depend on plants for our food requirements. There are three categories of heterotrophic nutrition, namely parasitic, saprotrophic and holozoic. What actually you mean by parasitic? Okay. First is parasitic nutrition. In parasitic nutrition, the organism derives its food from a host. That host doesn't get any benefit from this parasite, but it gets its harm effect over it. For example, there is a special kind of sucking roots. Sucking roots means you can say absorbing roots, named as Haustoria. And this Haustoria penetrates the stem or root of host plant to absorb food. Examples: we have already discussed in previous class about this Cuscuta, also known as Amar bale, and its another name is dodder. Look at here, they don't have any green pigment. Got it? So what they have, they lack chlorophyll. They are not able to make their food by themselves, hence they use parasitic nutrition. In parasitic nutrition, it climbs over another plant and suck its essential nutrient from it. It is a total stem parasite which derives its entire nutrition from the stem. Next is Rafflesia. Make sure ये आपका क्वेश्चन बहुत ही ज़्यादा बार पूछा जाता है that what actually Rafflesia is, for what it is so famous. Rafflesia is famous because of its large size. It is the largest flower in this world and it is found in, look at here, Sumatra and Borneo rainforest. Got it? They lack stem, leaves and proper roots, but make sure students they have Haustoria. What is Haustoria? Haustoria means a thread-like root structure which suck out the nutrition from the stem or from the root. So in this, it is sucked from the roots of vines. Vines is a plant. Got it? So it is total root parasite. Next is Viscum. Viscum is also known as mistletoe and it is, look at here, they have green leaves. So they are able to perform their photosynthesis process. So where they lack? They lack in deriving their liquid nutrition. So it is a partial parasite which derive its liquid nutrition from a host, and it mainly grows on oak, walnut and juniper trees. Got it? Okay. Next is saprotrophic nutrition. What actually you mean by saprotrophic? Means sapro means rotten and trophy means nutrition, in which the organism derives its food from dead decaying organic matter. Mark my words, dead decaying organic matter is the key term of this definition. So many saprophytes are fungi as well as bacteria. For example, mushroom आप लोगों ने बहुत खाया होगा, even वो मेरा favorite है. ठीक है? So mushroom, mucor, rhizopus, penicillium and aspergillus. How they work, how saprophytes work. At first they secrete digestive enzymes. What is the function of digestive enzyme? To break complex molecule into simple soluble molecule, and then it get absorbed by this organism. Got it? Next is example of saprotrophic nutrition. First is Monotrapa. Monotrapa is also known as Indian pipe. Look at here. They look like a pipe. That's why they are known as Indian pipe. They are incapable of absorbing nutrition directly from the dead decaying organic matter. So, their root associate themselves with fungal mass which assist them in absorbing soluble nutrition from the dead and decaying matter. इनकी जो रूट्स होते हैं वो फंगस के साथ एसोसिएट करते हैं, मीन्स एक पार्टनरशिप करते हैं. विद द हेल्प ऑफ फंगस वो एब्जॉर्ब कर पाते हैं किसको? न्यूट्रिशन फ्रॉम द डेड डिकेइंग ऑर्गेनिक मैटर. नेक्स्ट इज सिम्बायोटिक प्लांट. सिम्बायोटिक प्लांट्स मीन्स यू कैन से साझेदारी से जो प्लांट्स रहते हैं, मीन्स दोनों एक दूसरे को बेनिफिट कर रहे हैं, आइदर इन फूड एंड शेल्टर, आइदर इन fulfilling the nutrition requirement. Got it? So in this, two different organisms live together to benefit each other. Such organisms are known as symbionts. Lichen is example of symbionts. They commonly grow as whitish green crust on bare rock. In this, symbionts are green algae and yellowish fungus, where algae make food and fungi absorb moisture from air and make them survive in harsh conditions. Make sure students, this lichen is a symbol of like you can say pollution. जहाँ पे lichens की growth ज़्यादा होती है वहाँ पे pollution rate कम होता है, जहाँ पे lichens की growth कम होती है वहाँ पे pollution rate क्या होता है? ज़्यादा होता है. ठीक है? It acts as a pollution indicator. Okay, so how this lichen is made up of? This lichen is the symbiotic association between fungi and algae. Got it? How they both work for each other, they both help each other. Algae, which have green chlorophyll, gives food to the fungus, and this fungi give ability to algae to survive in harsh conditions and absorb moisture from the air. Next is rhizobium. Rhizobium means, look at here, it is actually a root nodule of leguminous plant. Leguminous plant means all your pulses. Here, these nodules have a bacteria known as rhizobium bacteria. This bacteria helps in fixation of nitrogen. Fixation of how this fixation of nitrogen helps this plant? Look, photosynthesis helps in formation of carbohydrate. I have already explained you in my previous video. How nitrogen helps this plant? Nitrogen helps in production of or formation of proteins. जो भी प्लांट में प्रोटीन कंटेंट बन रहा है उसका रीजन है नाइट्रोजन. Got it? So through this leguminous plant, rhizobium bacteria present in root nodules of this leguminous plant, and it fix the atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into soluble form. Roots absorb that soluble nitrogen and transport it for the formation of what? For the formation of protein. And how this leguminous plant help this rhizobium bacteria? They exchange water as well as carbohydrate for their growth. Next is insectivorous plants, means these are those plants who are capable of doing photosynthesis, but some nutrient like nitrogen, they are not able to fulfill their nitrogenous requirements. So in this they trap some insects and secrete digestive juice over it and derive its nitrogenous component. Got it? First is pitcher plant. Pitcher plant, look at here, it is a sac like structure and here a lid is there. Whenever insect come in contact with this sac, this lid they just get flattened. Flattened means what? ये lid close हो जाती है and इस lid के close होने के बाद insect इसके अंदर ही रह जाता है. Then वो बाहर निकलने की कोई permission नहीं होती. Digestive juice secrete करते हैं and finally वो insect इसी sac में मर जाता है just because of that digestive juice. उसकी जो body होती है वो भी soluble form में आ जाती है and nitrogenous component का जो भी requirement है वो fulfill हो जाता है. Next is sundew. Sundew में look, sundew is also known as Drosera. Next is sundew. Sundew is also known as Drosera and they have sensitive glandular hair. Look at here. These are sensitive glandular hair, and as the name is saying, sun dew means droplets of rain is there. It is so shiny, so glittery. So just in attraction of those glittery droplets, insect come and sit at this plant, and then it trap it. When it trap it, it entangle it with hair and kill that insect and derive its nutrient. Next is Venus flytrap. Venus flytrap is also known as Dionaea, and this Dionaea, look at here, they have green pigment, so they are able to perform photosynthesis. But what about the nitrogenous? Means they grow on the soil which lacks in nitrogen. So here this insect get trapped in these leaf blades, and digestive juices get secreted over it. Look at here, leaf with extended flat petioles. Petioles bear. Next is Venus flytrap. Venus flytrap is also known as Dionaea. Leaf with extended flat petiole. Look at here, at this structure. They have extended petiole, means extended petiole. If this is the petiole, they have in extended form. Got it? With a midrib. Upper surface of the lobe contain a red pigment and a stiff sensitive glandular hair. These are the glandular hairs which trap the insect whatever comes with in contact with it. Means वो insects को trap कर लेते हैं जो भी उसके पास आते हैं. ठीक है? It kills and digests the insect for absorbing nutrient from their body. Last is Utricularia. Utricularia same इसमें भी वही होता है. It is also known as bladderwort. ये aquatic होता है and इसकी भी leaves modified होती हैं in a trapdoor entrance. Like ये एक door है and मैं इसको क्या कर दे रही हूँ, close कर दे रही हूँ. ठीक है? So in this way they trap insect, they digest it and derive its nutrient. Next is how is soil enriched with nutrient? Of course हमारी body की requirements होती है, वैसे soil की भी requirements होती हैं. So soil में सबसे पहले उसको क्या चाहिए? सबसे पहले चाहिए minerals. Yeah, mineral is how is soil enriched with nutrients. First requirement of soil is minerals. उसको सारे minerals चाहिए, and the most essential nutrient present in the soil is nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, also known as NPK. N for nitrogen, P for phosphorus and K resemble potassium. Where that root absorb water as well as nutrition, and in forest no man labor is there, so in forest a continuous process takes place which is replenishment done by decomposition of dead plants and animals, and in farms it is done by manually, it is done by using fertilizers and manure. Adding fertilizers and manure to the soil. जब हम किसी भी फील्ड में खेती करते हैं तो वहाँ पर हम क्रॉप्स को जब ग्रो करते हैं तो सारा का सारा न्यूट्रिएंट जो अवेलेबल होता है सॉइल में वो एब्जॉर्ब कर लेते हैं वो प्लांट्स. ठीक है? व्हाट लेफ्ट विद अस इज अ न्यूट्रिएंट डेफिशिएंट सॉइल. उसको हमको अब एनरिच करना है एंड रिप्लेनिश करना है न्यूट्रिएंट्स को. हम वो कैसे करेंगे? देयर आर टू प्रोसेसेस. फर्स्ट इज बाय एडिंग मैन्योर, सेकंड इज बाय एडिंग फर्टिलाइजर. मैन्योर एंड कंपोस्ट प्रिपेयर कैसे होता है बेटा? ये प्रिपेयर होता है जितनी भी प्लांट के वेस्ट होता है, प्लांट लीव्स, एनिमल वेस्ट, इन सब पे ऑल दीज रेजिड्यू get treated with the bacteria, and by action of these bacteria they get converted into compost. Got it? And fertilizers क्या होता है? Fertilizers are chemically prepared substances which help in enrichment of NPK. What is NPK? NPK is नाइट्रोजन, फॉस्फोरस एंड पोटेशियम. वी यूज, आपने बहुत सुना होगा यूरिया. यूरिया किस न्यूट्रिएंट रिच होता है? नाइट्रोजन रिच होता है. नेक्स्ट इज बाय ग्रोइंग लेग्यूमिनस क्रॉप्स. इन दिस leguminous crops, I have already explained you that this root have rhizobium bacteria. Rhizobium bacteria convert atmospheric nitrogen into soluble form. That soluble nitrogen get absorbed through roots and it get transported to all the part of the plant.